Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we have three very important topics to talk about in today's video. I have no idea what happened in the past 24 hours, but after the match against Ferencvaros, there has been so many reports coming out about many things that we do need to talk about. So first, we are going to be talking about Neymar, speaking about his reunion with Lionel Messi. Then we are going to be moving on to Tusquets and him talking about the advantages of not having Messi in Barcelona. And then lastly, we are going to be speaking about Dembele's contract renewal with FC Barcelona. So there is so much to talk about and we are going to be talking about it here right now in this YouTube channel. So starting with Neymar speaking about Lionel Messi. So the way that I am going to be organizing this topic is that I do want to talk about what happened between PSG and Manchester United first, because then this is going to give you guys a better idea on what Neymar did mean within that Messi statement. So here's the thing, PSG did win against Manchester United 3-1, and even though that scoreline did end up being 3-1, Manchester United did give PSG a very hard time to win in that game. And looking at Manchester United, right, looking at their position, looking at where they're at, and seeing where PSG were at last year in the last season, which was the Champions League final, PSG should have never struggled in this way. But now that PSG has won against Man U 3-1, if we do look at the group table here, we can see that in the top three teams, they are all tied with points with a total of 9 points. So there is a possibility that PSG could be going to the Europa League. And Neymar did talk about that in the post-match interview after the match was over. And this is what he said. This is why I said that we needed to change attitude or else we could forget about our Champions League dream. But we have changed. And today our dream has more life in it. Of course, I have never been eliminated in the Champions League group stage or played in the Europa League. That never crossed my mind. And it never will. When these difficult moments came, I am able to evolve and take my responsibilities. I did not come here to play in the Europa League. So Neymar is giving himself one choice, and that is to play in the Champions League. Neymar Jr. does not want to play in the Europa League, and if it comes down to a point where PSG is going to be playing in the Europa League, Neymar is going to be wanting to leave, and he made that clear within this interview. Now, after that, that is where he did speak about Lionel Messi. And so later in this video, I am going to be explaining why I did mention this interview after we do speak about Lionel Messi. So after that, yes, Neymar did speak about Messi, and this is what he said. What I want most of all is to play with Messi again, to be able to enjoy him once again on the pitch. He can play in my place. I have no problem with that, but I want to play with him next year for sure. We have to do it next season. And Neymar would say something like that, right? Knowing Neymar's character, knowing how Neymar is, he would say such words after a Champions League game. And who wouldn't want that, right? You don't even have to be a Barcelona fan or a PSG fan or a Messi fan or a Neymar fan. Every football fan in the world would love to see Neymar and Messi play on the field together once again. That would be absolutely huge. And we know for a fact that if Messi and Neymar do get it clicking like they did back in 2015, back in 2016, they can bring great success to any team, whether it's PSG or FC Barcelona. But here's the thing, when I first read this in the middle of my editing of the match between Ferencvaros and FC Barcelona, the one thing that I have noticed was that many people have taken this in different ways. Let me tell you what I mean. There was a side saying, okay, this means that Messi might be going to PSG, and then there was another side saying, okay, Neymar could be going to Barcelona. And if you were to ask me, I took this in the way of Neymar might be wearing that Barcelona shirt again. And the reason why I am saying that is because that is basically the reason why I brought up that interview of Neymar saying that he does not want to play in the Europa League, because you can get a sense that Neymar does feel some sort of unsettlement between him and PSG. Neymar does not want to be playing in that league and would much rather play in the Champions League. And so what I believe is going on here within these interviews is that Neymar does intend on a Barcelona move. Many are going to say that Neymar wants Messi to come to PSG, which I do have have to admit, it is possible. It is possible to have Messi wear that PSG shirt in the next season. But what I believe Neymar is trying to say within these interviews is that he does want to wear that Barcelona shirt and play alongside Lionel Messi. And not only that, but secure a spot on continuing to play Champions League football every season. But then, obviously, there is another question. Can Barcelona even afford a player like Neymar Jr.? But that is going to be a whole different topic for another video. I'm not going to go too into detail about that, but just to basically summarize the whole thing, I just don't think it makes any sense for Neymar to come in because of sporting reasons and economic reasons. We've already talked about that. You and me already know the reasons why it would not make sense. And even Laporta does know this. Laporta knows the after effects of what happens if Neymar does come to Barcelona. And he did say this about 6 to 7 hours ago. And I quote, "I have things to say, but I don't want to destabilize the team, which is competing and getting better. I have seen the statements, and it's normal for me to say that they, Neymar and Messi, are friends." And looking at this statement, he's basically saying that yes, he would welcome Neymar back to Barcelona, but he does not want to ruin the momentum that Barcelona is currently building or ruin any relationships between him, Laporta, and the players in Barcelona. Again, that is another topic for a whole other different video. I do not want to go into many different lanes. I'm trying to maintain this topic to be only about the interview that Neymar has given out about Lionel Messi. But besides that, right, here's the one thing that I do have to say. Even though we are having the conversation of Neymar not making sense because of sporting reasons and economic reasons, knowing Neymar's character, I don't believe that it is in his best interest to care about those things. Neymar has always been that person in football where he is the green light. He is going to say that I want this move. I have no idea what's going on with Barcelona economically, nor do I have any idea who are the players in that team, but I do want to go to that team. Neymar has always been that type of player. He has always been that type of character, which is why I do say it is not in his best interest to find out, okay, what's going on with Barcelona financially. Let me see the paperwork. Does it make sense if I can move there? He does not care about any of that. What Neymar cares right now is that he does want to win in football. And that is the only thing as a player that he should care about. So here's going to be the final verdict. I would take any rumor that you do hear going forward after this video about Messi going to PSG with a grain of salt. Again, it does make sense for Messi to move to PSG, but Neymar's intentions are very clear within these interviews, and that is that he does not want to play in the Europa League. That is why he does say that he would welcome playing with Messi again, but at FC Barcelona. Now, I do want to slightly move towards the words coming out from Tusquets. Tusquets did talk about Lionel Messi, and he did talk about what the situation would be like if Messi were to leave FC Barcelona. Because in the midst of all of this, after hearing so many reports and rumors of Messi potentially leaving Barcelona to PSG, Tusquets had the audacity to put out a statement such as this, and I quote, "Economically speaking, last summer I would have sold Messi. It would have been desirable for the money, and we would have received the money you would have saved. La Liga requires wage limits." So here's the thing, right? This is the last thing you do want to say before the January transfer window, especially when you know and you are very well aware on where Messi's situation was at in the last summer. You are only pushing Messi away from this club by saying such words. And I have no idea why Tusquets would say this, especially when you are representing a club like FC Barcelona. Because let me tell you, on January 24th, Laporta and Victor Font are going to be fighting for a place to become the president of Barcelona, only to reach one goal, and that is to renew Lionel Messi's contract with Barcelona. And it makes no sense for Tusquets to come out and say the complete opposite and say it would be a great idea to let go of Lionel Messi because it will free up wages. That makes no sense. But look, I understand that it does free up wages. I can agree with that because it does cost Barcelona 78 million euros per year to pay Messi's wages. Let's not be completely blindsided by all of this. But the real problem going on with Tusquets is that he is neglecting the type of attention and the type of leverage Messi brings to this football club. And so in the end, these are completely unnecessary words coming from the temporary manager, Carlos Tusquets. Now, do I know what's going to be the aftermath from these statements here? I have no idea, but whatever does happen, right, I am going to be talking about it here in this YouTube channel. channel. The reports of Messi leaving Barcelona on January 2021 is going to be something that's going to be highly talked about on this channel when that time does come. And lastly, I do want to talk about Dembele's contract renewal, which is automatically some great news, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear about this. So it says here, according to Moises Llorens, Barcelona want to renew Dembele's contract and have started talks with Dembele. And this is not a surprise, right? Because looking at Dembele's previous performances, of course, Barcelona would want to renew a player like Dembele. I believe that getting the best version from this young Frenchman in Barcelona is like getting a breath of fresh air, because no player in Barcelona can do what he does when he is in his best physical shape. And so I am so happy to hear that Barcelona do want to renew Dembele, and I am extremely happy for this player, especially yesterday when we did see him wear that captain armband on the field. You can see that there was so much excitement within him. He was running, he was trying to take on players. He truly felt like he wanted to represent this Barcelona badge. And Moises Llorens continue to say that the club of Barcelona are very well aware of the interest coming from Manchester United. So there are clubs that do want Dembele's services, but Barcelona are very confident on renewing Dembele's contract within the coming months. Then he continues to say that the sporting director, who is Ramon Planes, are pushing ahead with plans for the future with the aim of leaving the club in the best possible position when a president is chosen. Later after that process, that it will then be up to the incoming president to give the green light to any signings on contract extensions led by the team of Ramon Planes. And so again, this is some great news. I do think that Dembele can be a vital piece in this team as long as he continues to be healthy. We have heard before that Dembele has rejected any contract negotiations. He doesn't want to hear who is going to be the next president and then officially close down these negotiations. And I cannot wait until January 24th and see what those final 7 days of the transfer window does consist of. And keep in mind, this is also going to be a win-win situation for Barcelona, because even if they do renew Dembele and Dembele does decide to leave in about 1 to 2 years, Dembele's value is going to go up. Barcelona are going to be demanding more money for a transfer from Dembele, because right now his contract does end in the summer of 2022, and so it only makes sense to renew his contract as soon as possible within these next 5 to 6 months. So that'll be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.